fired off. One team is going home. Another team will stay alive in Swiss. Who will it be? APAC or OCE? Our game starts now.
No time like the present. Game one brought to you by Progressive. Thank you very much to them, and looking forward to seeing what Banana Head has in store for his opponents. Catalysm, Sosa, and for me, Sphinx. They've got potential, but it's a long hill to climb. And starting off,
the physicality too of Wildcard. They are such a difficult team to prepare and to play against because of that weird play style, but that's what we know and love about OCE.
Oh boy, Sphinx wasted no time. Any space he can get, he's saying, all right, I'm going up to the ceiling, I'm getting flip resets, I'm gonna try and attack the net. He's saying, I came to play today, everybody. I didn't come here to this major to get 0-3.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see Sphinx at peak form, like flip resetting and doing all of those things and actually scoring off of it. And Sosa is just always going to be all over the ball all the time. He's like the fastest player in that region and is also not too selfish. This is a team that works really well together. As Catalysm just floats into the net, Sphinx, I think, opened that up too against Fever. So great first goal by Virtus.
Yeah, I think you're dead right. Looks like Sphinx definitely got a bite out of Fever in the box, and it helped as well by the fact of that particular shot line, pretty much straight at where the defender was going to head, so no room to bob and weave, made it very easy to find the bump as well. Virtus.pro out in front early.
So far, so good. Wildcard, they got to give us hope. They got to say that they could respond, and the crossbar had it coming, but Wildcard don't even get to recollect after this, and Fever keeps getting bullied. Every time he's in the net, he's got to watch his back.
Tough start to the series for Wildcard, no doubt. Catalysm pressing now. Look at the threatened bump. Sphinx wants a double tap. Fever all over it. Great save. Banana Head actually pokes that one a little bit further forward than necessary. Wildcard might be overextending slightly, but a couple of boost steals will make it easier to swallow. They will continue on the attack. Double tap chance for Banana Head. Top right corner, turned aside by the bar one more time. Torsos kept at bay as well. A fake, and that's a beauty of a job from Wildcard. Pulls out 2 VP defenders with it.
I say, this crossbar can't keep getting hammered like this, but rebound after rebound, jump after jump. Finally, Wildcard break through and find the equalizer. This was the type of ramping up we wanted to see out of them, and the teamwork to not double commit, to not panic, to really communicate how you wanted that play to develop. So Virtus.pro doing some development of their own. They're already passing. Sphinx with a shot. Fever, great protection in the top corner.
A long way back for Sosa. Will find a clear. Wildcard getting a pretty good grip at the midfield line. Torsos collects his corner, one step behind it, gonna need a big clear here. That's definitely what he was looking for. A lot of juice behind it, back into the middle for Torsos, left corner denied. Virtus.pro just able to get there in time.
Well, this backboard needs to be protected more. I'm glad VP are doing a better job of that. It's Torsos trying to get this to Fever, just recollects boost, but has to 180, so Torsos brings it up the sidewall, and now VP are just trying to play some catch-up. It's just from one side of the field to the other, and gotta rotate as quickly as you can. Look at Sphinx just diving at him.
With 0 boost, too. I mean, talk about no fear, no reverse gear. He doesn't care if he's got 0 in the tank. He's taking a good angle to come and attack you, and someone willing to make that type of aggressive stand really makes you wonder as a defense.
Sosa's wondering how he can get involved a little bit more. Dangerous cross in front of the net. Banana Head just pinched this off towards his team. Not before. VP are just diving at everything they can. Just trying to create something out of nothing at times. As Sphinx has to catch up to this. No one pre-jumping to challenge him. There is Banana Head. Adjusts well to be front and center in the net. And Catalysm is putting the pressure on for VP. But that's a good clear from Torsos. And Banana Head was almost able to follow through.
Oh, beauty, and kept at bay. Banana Head, what a save, and Catalysm slaps it off the post as well. Virtus.pro beat by the 4th man. And they will both rotate back on the same side. A little bit of an awkward hiccup in terms of rotation, but they recover nicely. Virtus.pro starting to really put the gas on here at the latter end of game one.
Just now needing to get this actually on target. The crossbar, the post, they're getting it. Torsas won't be getting nothing.
Goodness.
He's demoed. Everyone's dying. Fever versus Sosa. Looking for the bump, but just gets the back of the net.
Double demo from Sphinx. There's one, there's two at the midfield line, and Fever, he, I mean, he knew he had to make the save, but I think he second guessed how much power Sosa was really going to be able to get on it. Ends up undercutting the ball at a late lead for VP.
But only a minute left. This Wildcard trail behind, hoping to get their second game win of the tournament. Here comes Banana Head and just colliding into two defenders. Wildcard doing their best with not a lot of boost to work with, as Fever with the delayed challenge just keeps bumping and making VP as uncomfortable as they can, but now conceding possession as Banana Head has to keep this to the side.
Another solid clear. Wildcard not finding too much difficulty in getting big clears from awkward positions in their own half. I love to see them being able to find a consistent way to break out. Problem is staying on the attack once they get there. Virtus.pro, bang up job out of their own half as well.
VP could use some insurance here just in case. Wildcard, you never know. Great defense out of Banana Head. It's a kick downfield. Catalyst needs to make that touch. That was important. But where is Wildcard? You gotta get on this. Everyone was on the retreat. A miscomm. The wires are crossed, but the ball is still in the air. Not until that clear from Sphinx, and the wave away until game one goes to Virtus.pro.
Tough pill to swallow. Fever looking for the perfect setup, but Sphinx knew there was only one option there for Wildcard. Jumped all over it, stole it away, turns in the garbage time goal to put them out of their misery in game one. And a great, while every victory is just a glowing star for Virtus.pro, right? Anything you get is excellent.
Oh my god, Wildcard came in with some fire right off the kickoff, and Fever just buying time for Torsas to get in position in the box. The VP won't be standing idle. This Banana Head has been the spark, but will it ignite for Wildcard? As Fever has to 180. Torsas presses from the midfield, but maintaining that as they leave such a big space in between them, and Virtus.pro find the middle.
Too much of a gear shift for Wildcard in game two. The overall level of speed is good, but the aggression can be tuned down a little bit, it feels like. Banana Head was way beat to that challenge, and he needed to buy a little bit more time for his teammate to get back and get set before he forced that one. And unfortunately, the trying to press and squeeze and not let Virtus.pro into the game just overtuned a little bit too much there.
No one was back there for a second until Banana Head had to get his fists out on that. He's fighting with everything he's got. It's the one that's on first on the ball. Oh my god, Fever's just diving for a dunk against Sosa. Won't perturb the Canadian, not yet. But maintaining pressure is what I want to see out of Wildcard. We saw a glimpse of that in game one, but the spacing can sometimes be a little off, and VP have found really good punishments against that. But to the orange half they go, and VP are also a wait-and-see kind of team, so it gives an inkling for Wildcard to get on it, as that was almost a goal.
Some solid clears from Wildcard, but struggling to find any consistent boost. It's making it hard for them to really get their feet set and launch an attack. Virtus.pro, meanwhile, on equal difficulties, courtesy of Wildcard's physicality.
Sosa needs to get under this ball, but at least 50's in, forces it. I thought to his own teammate, but Wildcard just beat him to the punch, and they knocked him out cold.
Stunner from Fever here. Excellent 50 from Banana Head as well. Catalysm trying his best to make it to that 50 in time, but Fever running hot. Great dive, great breakthrough, great finish.
Wildcard are not going to hemorrhage early against this team, but it's the second half. I want Wildcard to maintain this kind of energy, this kind of speed. If they can beat him to it, as Fever just leaving this off, hoping for a bump and hoping to get Virtus.pro against the wall. These long clears. Wildcard wait more in the midfield, expecting this to happen. Now recollecting the ball has been a different story, as Torsas with a reset and wanted to get it to a teammate. And again, Virtus.pro just get in between these Wildcard members.
Fever a lot of room. Elects to take the dump it down and reset. Banana Head still running on empty at the midfield line. Things might break down a little bit here for Wildcard. Virtus.pro should surge here.
They should, but can they? Fever with the carry and trying to juke, trying to fake against Catalysm. Stays stoic up in the backboard. Sosa before Banana Head. Wildcard wait to see what is the move. Where do the pawns go for VP? And they try to bring it towards the other side as the demos reset things back to 0. And it's Fever with a shot, but Sphinx is in the net just when they were almost comfortable to move forward.
Wasn't sure if Sphinx was going to be able to pull that one out. It was a difficult save on 0 boost, and yeah, this gear shift, the extra speed from Wildcard is paying dividends. Banana Head will smash one off the wall and into the net.
Been waiting to see this version of Banana Head from downtown. Oh my god, and the 2 defenders there and everything. Beautiful double tap to give Wildcard the first lead of the series. With 2 minutes left, you want to see them having gas in the tank, and so they have. As VP find themselves on defense, and it's a Wildcard robbing them of boost, but Sphinx sees an open net, and Banana Head was trailing, but Wildcard managed to keep them under.
Great block from Fever as well. Big whip from Banana Head, but it's gonna work out. Torsos also dummy dribbles a defender. Sphinx gets bullied all the way into his back half, and that's the product of what playing with a lot of pace can get you for Wildcard. You earn a lot of respect. Virtus.pro unknowingly just let them out of their half, and time continues to tick.
Sphinx gets a hand up at least, but this flows right to Torsos, who couldn't handle it, and Fever doesn't want to challenge him on at that time against Sosa. So it's VP chasing the tie. Oh my god, Torsos! I thought that was going to be an own goal with the post, and all the walls stay up for now for VP. Torsos not ideal. Banana Head caught off guard, but still no punishment from VP. And now they have to rotate back, and Sphinx is ready with Banana Head in support.
Nice and smooth from Fever on this transition. He knew he was going to have everybody beat, was just making sure not to get bumped and just find the right timing. Don't get over aggressive. Don't try and go chase the ball down. Just stick with it, find the right touch, gets it back into the middle. Wildcard with insurance with a minute left, looking to tie things up.
That just does feel like the nail in the coffin, though. So we expected the series to go the distance. Next offense has to click for VP, but also needing to salvage some boosts and have options to work with resource-wise as Fever just muscles his way through one, demos another. Torsos with 1,000 touches, deposits in front of the net, gets all the wires crossed from VP, but no tap-in from Wildcard to confirm it.
Unfortunately, a second opportunity from Wildcard. Thankfully turned aside if you're a Virtus.pro fan, but time continues to tick. That's a good win, but not a lot of follow-up. And Sphinx, that's a nice couple of, oh my goodness, Sphinx actually pulled that off. Look at it, he breaks through, and look at him just turn and find this bump. Like, bing, bye-bye, makes it nice and easy for Sosa. I have no idea how he recovered that fast. That was insane.
No idea how that ball was left unattended for as long as it did. I'm not trusting any of y'all with my future kids. 8 seconds though, VP could do it right here and now. Sosa got beat there by Fever. Catalysm up next, looking to set up Sphinx for the tie. 0 seconds.
How on earth does this happen? Banana Head gets a little bit gun shy out of the corner, doesn't press. Torsos stuck in the back post with 0 boost, no chance for him to make a save, and Wildcard concede 2 goals in 10 seconds.
And the quickest 1v1-2 just right off kickoff. Catalysm, the setup goat for this team.
Oh,
and wait a minute! Wildcard behind, they were up, and now they're down. Virtus.pro, match point!
I mean, Torsos just... He was playing for his teammate to get a much better 50 there on the sidewall. Did not think he was going to outright lose it. Torsos doing his best to lead the team, throw out the smiles, throw out the fist bumps. Let's go get the job done. It's not the way we want to do it, but it's what we got to do.
Yeah, usually Wildcard are random with the wins they get, not with the way that things get thrown away. So this is so unexpected, especially with how good they looked at the start of the game too, but sage advice of the O2 spots. Look at this speed. Oh my God. The red carpet right at the back.
Oh man, It goes from bad to worse. You lose from 3-1 with 10 on the clock, and you get demoed, double demoed, 20 seconds in to be losing in game 3.
Power of friendship is strong. Sphinx is giggling. That is menacing to see. And what is going on? Fever's laughing.
Try not to vomit, Wildcard
because
fans.
It's funny. The Joker laugh, I think. Oh my God.
Yeah, one bad day for real right now for Wildcard. This is tough to watch, but it's a long way to go. There have been many games of Rocket League that have been 2-0 inside of 30 seconds and ended 3-2 back the other way. Yes, you've got a beauty of a start, but boy, do you know Wildcard's gonna do everything they can to not let that stand.
You just got to listen to Chaewon and lock in. It's time to lock in, Wildcard. Forget about the first 30 seconds. It's 0-0. At least mentally, you got to think it's 0-0. The reality could be very different, or is very different. There's Banana Head to Fever. It was almost a fake or almost a drop down. Either way, EP deny everything.
Yeah, Fever going for a worldy of a shot. Difficult, but possible, and left side denied by Catalysm. Great poise on the net, not getting crisscrossed by the ball moving back and forth over his head. Wildcard, solid transition. Banana Head with a little bit of room on Sphinx, and man, what a catch from him.
Where was the follow-up when you finally see VP flounder on defense? I want to see Wildcard have a tighter second man to just keep the press. When you sense any weakness out of VP, they're not going to give you too many windows like that, as Banana Head keeps two defenders busy. Here's Fever with a long pre-shove. It crashes and burns. We don't want to see OCE, especially Wildcard, go out this way.
Yeah, that was the worst time for it, too. They all had boosts. They were all ready to attack. Banana Head finds a small gap to get out to the corner, and Torsos doing his best to put it on frame, easily turned aside. I believe it was Sosa coming out to meet him. Great job of keeping tabs of the entire Wildcard team. Catalysm wants the top corner, and that will get kicked out as well. Just about halfway through game 3, and Wildcard throwing everything that they can think of at the backboard, but a little too one-dimensional. Virtus.pro definitely equal to that task.
Yeah, VP are playing at a comfortable pace for them, and it's up to Wildcard to either keep up or find a way to slow it down. But these challenges, they've been getting beat by VP. Now it's Fever sending it all the way down. Catalysm there in time, and now has to dribble it right into the lap of Banana Head. There is Sosa, close second man. Want to see more of that. Sphinx involved with the pop-up, but not towards the backboard as he was hoping for. Now Wildcard could try to clear, but Sphinx at least uses the rest of his boost to get Fever in a position of power.
What a touch. I mean, Sphinx, not a bad idea to try and force that. The issue is that the guy defending midfield has 0 boost and can't actually go and cover the clear. They both wind up in the same space. Fever breaks through the center line and just catches all of Virtus.pro, and honestly, not the best position. And Torsos with a huge 50.
Jesus, right off a kickoff. Wildcard don't have to play from behind this time, and it's, Sphinx that just drove by not expecting it. It's a beautiful dunk.
Huge dunk as well. I mean, planned kickoff. You saw Torsos cut to the right immediately, so they knew they were going to try and push it forward and right. The right time to go into the bag of tricks, and they find a big answer, and indeed, 4.5 was a long way to go, and it's not over yet. Wildcard still pressing.
Fever has to recollect, try to slow down Sphinx, get under this, and maybe want to dribble like Banana Head. Just throws it all away, and VP capitalize.
Sphinx again. Double
we got
bump
bumped.
to open up the net. And Virtus.pro struts out in front saying, yep, still winning. Nice try.
Watch this kickoff, though. Come on, Wildcard, you got the ball.
Gotta hit him.
Sphinx in the way, tried to bump. Banana Head up next. Torsos getting out of the way, called off. And summoned back in, but need 1 goal in 30 seconds. We're saying goodbye to Wildcard. And that's not the type of performance they want to be really proud of, but they've kept up for as long as, almost a roll 1, I guess, broken away.
Excuse me, pardon me, I'm trying to dismount. I would like to play more Rocket League as my team is losing. Thank you very much.
I respect it. I'm sure Chad will have their own words about it. Either way, 1 minute to go. Can't even get a good enough clear. Sphinx just always up in the air in the midfield. But Sosa reads where this was going to be cleared off. And just Wildcard fumble on defense.
I mean, Sosa's touch is purely speculation there. He just doesn't really feel confident in trying to take a shot. So he just says, well, I'll just go straight up and just keep following and see what happens. The answer, whiff from Wildcard. Clean whiff. And an instant punish from Virtus.pro, and that very likely could be the dagger.
That's been the thing. Virtus.pro punish and capitalize on all these mistakes and are able to expose those. Have Wildcard, no space to work with. Their backs against the wall, but there's 35 seconds.
No.
Oh no, not like this.
It's definitely not the way you wanted to see it come to an end here in Raleigh for Wildcard if you were one of their supporters, but unfortunately, barring a miracle, it appears that's how it'll close out.
Virtus.pro just now gonna not feed anything to the beast. A sweep after Virtus.pro found themselves behind. A 0-second tie to an OT win. Virtus.pro pulled all the punches, and Wildcard gave up a little too soon. That is the worst thing to see out of Wildcard. A team that went to Game 5 against K-Corp last major, to losing to a very beatable team, but one that is leveled up in the most spectacular way. Sphinx has to be a player you have to watch out for. This team works so well together. I'm excited.